Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Last time you were with us, we progressed to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and we were sort of near enough in second place in the Premier League. Have we held on to second place in the Premier League, and have we missed out on the chance to be champions? Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First game up is against Bayern Munich in the Champions League semi-final first leg, and then we play the champions. Yes, they did it. Manchester City are champions with 3 games to spare. All we can do now is try and finish second. First things first, a bit of housekeeping. I do want to apologise because the episode that should have come out last Friday failed to come out. I do apologise. Life just gets in the way sometimes, and as I'm sure everybody will testamount to, that things just are sometimes just impossible to get sorted. So hopefully we're back on track this week. Episode today, episode on Friday, and then we'll have a transfer special the week after as we start our second season here at Chelsea. So a bit of a rebuild of a few players coming in, etc. So we'll look forward to doing that. But let's have a look and see what's been going on since you were last with us. We played Real Madrid and Liverpool in the last episode. At 2-1 win against Real Madrid, taking us through 3-2 on aggregate to the semi-final of the Champions League, which is today's game, or one of today's games. And then, of course, we lost 4-1 to Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final. The only goal was a consolation, really, from Aubameyang after 85 minutes. Since then, we've beat Bournemouth 3-2. Ziyech getting us underway after a minute, and then scoring, Raheem Sterling scoring after 50 minutes. Ziyech getting a third after 52. We were coasting, and then we did our usual implode with Lerma and Moore scoring 2 goals in quick succession to make it a bit of a squeaky bum time going into the end of the game. And as you'll see stats-wise, I think we were reasonably lucky in that match, albeit they didn't come into it that well, but 18 shots, 5 on target against their 11 and 5, and it was 50% of the possession. So all in all, it was a bit of a tough match for us, that one. Then we beat Brentford 2-1, similar sort of fare really. Jorginho from a penalty after 3 minutes. Damsgaard getting an equaliser just after half-time on 46 minutes. And it was pretty much 1-1. Looked like it was going to end 1-1. We threw everything and the kitchen sink at them. And Barbosa getting up on 86 minutes to get the winning goal. So 2 wins in the Premier League between the last game that you saw and the game that we saw. And it does mean that the Premier League, with 3 games to play, looks something like this. Manchester City, let's do it on the wider screen. There we go. Manchester City are champions on 89 points. Only 9 points available, of course. So they are champions with 3 games to spare. We are in second place on 79 points. Manchester United are third on 76. Liverpool are fourth on 74, 5 points behind us. Manchester United 3 points behind us. And then it's a big drop to Wolves in 5th place. In fact, they can't catch anybody as it is now. So it's really between these top 3, who's finishing second, us or Manchester United or Liverpool. The only thing to bear in mind is today's Premier League game is against Manchester City, champions already. I don't for 1 minute think they're going to ease off. They've lost 2 games this season, one at Liverpool 6-1 and Arsenal by a goal to nil. That is it. Sum total, 105 goals for, and I'd like to see, we can probably check actually. We go into them. Earling Harland, he has scored that's his stats. I want to know. Key player. Stats, that's what we want. I think. No, that's still not giving me what I want. Let's go into Erling Harland. He has scored in the Premier League. He has scored 55 of the 105 goals. They've only scored 5 goals, 50 goals outside of that. So he's scored more than half of the total goals that they've scored in the Premier League this season. He's scored 76 from 51 games this season. I mean, the man is an animal. So it's just really more of a question. Can we keep him at bay today, I guess, is the question. So we will see. We will see. But we have a big game before that. It is a game against Bayern Munich, who we played, if you remember, in the group matches of the Champions League this season. At their place, we lost 2-1. At our place, we drew 1-1, which means that had it been the games that we're playing now, we'd have lost 3-2 on aggregate. So the question is, can we get through to that semi-final? Get through to that final. Let me just check to see. On the other side of the draw, we have Atletico Madrid or Barcelona. So a Spanish side will meet us, whatever happens, if we were to get through. So it's just whom. So we might have to beat Bayern Munich and Barcelona to get through if we're to win this competition. That's if we're to win it. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. The first matchup is the Champions League semi-final. First leg at home at Stamford Bridge against German champions Bayern Munich. And this is the side that will face Bayern Munich in this Champions League semi-final first leg. Mendy in goal, Cucurella, Koulibaly, Fofana and Azpilicueta are backline. Fofana, just to note, has picked up a too-much suspension for too many yellow cards. He will miss the next 2 Premier League games, including that game against Manchester City. Kovacic and Kante in midfield in front of them. Sterling, Mount and Hudson-Odoi are our attacking line with Havertz up front. Kepa, Chalobah, Gallagher, Aubameyang, Chilwell, Jorginho, Broja, Thiago Silva, Pulisic, Ziyech, James and Barbosa are on the bench. And it's special time again with the Champions League. This is the team that will face Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich playing in a similar fashion to us. Notable players, Mazulia and Kimmich, who will remember from previous saves, beta saves. Bayern Munich playing in all red. We're playing in all blue. And we are underway here at Chelsea. Koulibaly, Fofana, Kante as we try and get out here. Hudson-Odoi forward to Havertz. Havertz has got around the goalkeeper and he has his 26th goal of the season. And with 3 minutes on the clock, we are a goal up against Bayern Munich. Doesn't mean a thing, I'm sure, because it's a heck of a lot of match. We've probably just caught them early doors, but Havertz, good, went round the goalkeeper, stole a bit of a run on the defenders and got away and put it away. like I've always said, the thing is, there was a chance there begging. If we hadn't put that away, then we'd have marked it down as a chance gone missing. And who knows what that may have come back and bit us at some point or other. As the Paqueta heading that on, away from Mazulia. Mendy launches one long forward for Raheem Sterling, who's not the tallest of players, and was unlikely to get under that, as Paqueta getting that down, but only headed it into the path of Davis, unfortunately. As Paqueta out there keeping him company. And it's swung in, and it's in the back of the net. Sadio Mane, his 20th goal of the season, and 8 minutes on the clock. So 5 minutes after we got ourselves nose in front, we are level again. As Paqueta, give him a better space, and that's what you can't do. And Sadio Mane was equal to it. Right, just need to check the opposition instructions. We definitely did them on the way through, but I never trust this anymore. It's surprising how often it comes and bites me. Gnabry, I think, should, given the player that he is, Mane, see, we've got nothing on Mane. I think we should mark him always. Go in hard, weaker foot, weaker foot. See this, trigger and press. I'm not quite sure why. These don't get done. I think Kimmich should go on the other foot as well. And never press delete. We'll never press delete. Right, now we've sorted that out, which is a bit late in the day, as we know. Mount wins that ball for Fafana. Koulibaly back to Kante. Kante's very sloppy pass has let them in. And Gnabry, that was a poor pass, thankfully, to Mane. And it's cut out, but we've lost the ball again. Dithering on the ball, and they're in front of us, and they're in front. Gnabry getting it. And we go 2-1 down after being in the lead. They've got 2 goals in 2 minutes. Faffing around. Kovacic. Get rid of the ball, for goodness sake, man. And Gnabry just chips the goalkeeper. As Paqueta with a throw in to Kante. Kovacic, and he's very poor tonight. He's wasteful. Koulibaly, shot from distance, but it's always rising and over the top. As we head down to the half-hour mark, as Paqueta finds Hudson-Odoi in front of him. And Hudson-Odoi's loose ball. And Kante trying to be clever, and this could be 3. No, it's not. They're just yards. They're hungry for the ball. The yards in front of us at the moment. Koulibaly. Cucurella finds Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling cuts it back to Cucurella. Cucurella into space. Mount! Chip the goalkeeper. Chip the goal. And that could have been the chance that's gone missing. Right, we're going to attack him for the last 12 minutes of the half. Havertz with a free kick just inside the D on the penalty area. Can he get us back level? Yes, he can. Kai Havertz, his second goal of the game. 27th of the season. It's 2-2. Round the end of the wall, and the goalkeeper just sprawling into space. Thankfully, Azpilicueta with a throw in to Havertz. Azpilicueta, Kovacic. Again, he's given that ball away. Kante to Kovacic. Kovacic to Koulibaly. Kovacic. Still on the ball, but he's a yard away from it. Cucurella. He's coming off at half-time, or certainly Raheem Sterling. He's so curled that, but he curled it too well, and it hit the joint of the upright and the crossbar. 12 shots, 5 on target. They've had 7 and 3. We've got a better XG, 50% possession. But the man that isn't doing particularly well says here, Mendy's not having a good game. But I would suggest that Kovacic is giving balls away left, right and centre at the minute. Second half is underway and no changes at half-time. We've had a few words with a few players. They have a free kick. 2-2. And if we take that back to their place, I'm not confident, I have to say. Mazulia through to Gnabry, but Gnabry surely was offside. Hit the crossbar. He is offside. He snatched at it and hit the crossbar. And all in all, 70 minutes comes up. And we're not looking at a way through here. I think we're going attacking. We went back to... Right, Kante. He's going to come off for Jorginho. Mason Mount is tired. And Ziyech going to come on for him. Put him in the advanced playmaker role. Raheem Sterling not having a good game on that wing. What is it? Suggesting a Bangerman comes on. And that's what we're going to do for the moment. 3 changes. 5 we can make. Point the finger. Or do we pump fist? Pump fist. Game is still up for grabs. Go out and score that winning goal. If you can. Back underway then. And we need to establish is whether they've brought on players, which I think they have. And before they get too engrossed, let's have a look. No, they haven't. But Goretzka needs tackling, apparently. Long ball out to Sadio Mane. They get their noses in front again here. We will be in trouble. Oh, in the area. Thomas Muller, he's 14th of the season. And we go 3-2 behind. I think our run in the Champions League may come to a halt in the semi-final. I'm not feeling confident. They're all over us. And we're making mistakes left, right and centre. Mendy is just having a real howler in there today. Really is. It's poor. Very poor. Gonna bar rate the team. It's not good. Koulibaly, I think he's going to come off. He's only got he's having a lousy game at the back there, Koulibaly. And I think Thiago Silva can make his return after injury. Is the final change. Hudson-Odoi for Brozier. This is Poljic, but I'm thinking Brozier out there. That's our final change. Going to point the finger. That's our team talk. Mendy has had a 5.9. He's had an absolute howler today. Very poor. And they have a throw-in right in the corner. Mazulia has given it away to Azpilicueta. Can we get back level terms here? We can. Kai Havertz gets his hat-trick. Oh, thank you. At least there's one player that's playing for us today. 28th goal of the season from Havertz. And at the moment, it does make it look like we could go to their place all square, and it's a one game. But it would have been great to have gone in with a bit of a lead. Thiago Silva with a free kick just inside our own half. He's found Jorginho, one of the other substitutes. Brozier is in and blasts it over the top. Another chance goes begging. As injury time comes, 5 minutes of injury time. And it's pretty much used up. It is full time. It's a 3-3 draw. Not what we wanted. Havertz a hat-trick. Mane, Gnabry and Muller scoring for them, putting us under the cosh. They will be happy with that and more happy than we are. Well, the other match was obviously a very tight affair. 0-0 effectively at half-time. But after the first leg, 0-0 in that one. I thought it was quite interesting. Let's just have a quick look at this match momentum. First half, second half. And as you'll see, we dominated pretty much the first half. We were in the game. But yes, they got that goal, Sadio Mane goal. In fact, there was 2 goals, wasn't there? Sadio Mane and Serge Gnabry. But pretty much against the run of play to start. We started off brightly. And then the middle of that first half, we were okay. Gave up a bit of steam, but finished the first half strongly, getting the goal, the second goal from Havertz. But we were asleep at the start of the second half. Didn't really get back into the game. Let them score the goal. Then they relaxed a little bit when they got it back to, or when they got it to 3-2. But give us enough space. We upped the ante a little bit by going attacking and got back in with the Havertz hat-trick after 85 minutes. But then they finished off very, very brightly and could quite easily have, by the looks of it, have secured a win against us. So that's for the next episode then when we come back for Bayern Munich and one of the final games of the season. Not sure which one yet. But we still have one game for you today on the episode. It is against Manchester City. They're already champions. And, well, after that display against Bayern Munich, I'm not sure how we're going to get on because we're facing that man Erling. And the team to face the league champions, Manchester City, for this one. As it's Kepa in goal after Mendy had such a howler in the last game. Chilwell, Chalobah, James and Azpilicueta in defence. As you'll see, we have changed formation slightly. Jorginho drops down as the deep-lying playmaker on defend. Kovacic and Kante in front of him. Hudson-Odoi and Sterling are the wide players with Havertz up front. On the bench, Mendy, Cucurella, Gallagher, Barbosa, Thiago Silva, Pulisic, Aubameyang, Koulibaly and Mount. Thiago Silva on the bench because he can only play 45 minutes. And as you know, I don't like playing them in the first half. It's far better for them to come on in the second. And here we are. And as you'll see, we have matched them up for formation. That I keep calling him Erling Harling. But, of course, it's Earling Harland. I'm getting the his first and his second names all muddled up, which isn't good, is it? Manchester City playing in a very old-fashioned red and black stripe. Remember that from donkeys years ago. In fact, that ball crossed in. Chilwell over the other side. Chilwell tries to go down the inside of Ortega, but Ortega's not having any of it. What I was actually looking to do was just if we can have a look at the league table while we're over this side. It doesn't make a lot of odds, really. We just want to see what Manchester United are doing, really, as we progress through the game, because that is important to us. And James with the corner. Long one, deep corner. Kante ties his up. Kante comes forward, holds the ball up into the area. Raheem Sterling, he's been tackled in the area, and the referee has given a penalty. There's somebody there with an injury. I think it's Phillips, actually. VAR, of course, checking it out. No penalty. Okay. It's not often we see that. Erling Harland has picked up an injury. This could be interesting, especially when we get to half-time. The half-hour marker's gone. I'm guessing Manchester United are winning on the basis that they are now only a point behind us. Latest scores? They are beating Brentford by 3-0. And half-time arrives. It's 0-0 at half-time. We managed to keep them at bay. In fact, very much at bay. And I think Erling Harland, having picked up that injury, has really sort of sorted him out. 11 shots, 3 on target. Manchester City had 1 shot and 1 on target. We've had 0.61, but only 45% of the possession. They've had more possession than us. It's good to be 0-0 at half-time. Horta is on for Alvarez, which I assume the other 2 players have stayed on. We might need to do some opposition instructions at some point. And Havertz winning that ball goes back to Ortega. Laporte. Phillips, who's still on the pitch, still injured. Foden. And opposition instructions. We will do the business on him. Alvarez coming off. And a number of other players. Showing him on his weaker foot. Weaker side. Why don't they do this? Castagna, always triggering press, would be good for him. Diaz, never trigger press. Carl Walker going in strong on him. Confirm those changes. And oh, that was a missed. Who's that out there? I've got to try and work out in a minute who it is. He's come back and didn't win it. Azpilicueta, it's come off of him. And is that going? It's an own goal from Azpilicueta. Bernardo Silva. He got back and who's this out here? Oh, that's Bernardo. Chilwell. And Rodrigo walloped it. And it deflected off of Azpilicueta. Yee. Sometimes, just sometimes that can go against you. It really can. And Azpilicueta not having a good day at the office. 60 minutes. Let's make some changes. We've got to chase this game now. Maybe we go attacking. Right. Azpilicueta is going to come off. Right, before we do anything else, let's put James back over there. Chalobah can go there. Thiago Silva can come on for Azpilicueta. Hudson-Odoi again not having a good game. We'll put a Bangamang out on that left side. Or do we switch Sterling and a Bangamang over? Let's switch them over. See if that does any good. For the minute, we'll stick on that, I think. Point finger. Go and make an impact. Plenty of time left. Especially Bangamang. Get him to do the business. James Bangamang Habits, who couldn't control the ball, gave it away. But Bangamang tidies up. A loose ball. Raheem Sterling! And a lovely goal. His 20th of the season on 65 minutes. It's 1-1. And we're back in it. Good news. Lovely ball. And lovely goal. And Erling Harland has come off now for Petkovic. And we need to check the instructions out for him. We'll do the same, I think, to him as what we had on Harland. We'll mark him, go in hard, and a weaker foot. And 76 minutes comes, just about to do a change. Kepa to Thiago Silva. Chalobah. Kante. Finds a Bangamang. Bangamang. Back to James. But Foden was sort of like lurking there in the background. He's run into space. He's got it through. But Kepa is more than equal to that. Right, now we can do that change that we want to do. And lots of tired legs out here. Kovacic. Bring on Mason Mount in that thing. Kante is also tired. Jorginho in the defensive midfield. We don't have another defensive midfielder on the bench. And Kante's tired as well. That's bad news. Chilwell's not doing well out there. Cucurella can come on for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one left. One player left. Kai Havertz is absolutely shot. Do we bring Barbosa on up front for him? Perhaps we do. Point finger. Go out and make a difference. And we're back underway again. $85 minutes. Aki has a throw in to Foden. Foden through to Petkovic. And it's gone off the woodwork. It didn't go in. And the referee's not giving it. Aki's headed it out for a throw in. And stats-wise, analysis-wise, that's what we want. We are in second place by a point. If we can hang on to this. 2 games to play. It is full time. It's a 1-1 draw. I'm quite happy with a 1-1 draw. As it turns out, Azpilicueta, an own goal after 48 minutes. Raheem Sterling with an absolute worldie after 65. 1-1. And we've got past the Erling Harland phenomena. And before we do the roundup, here is the final look at the table then before the end of the episode. Manchester City top and champions on 90 points. We're second on 80 points. Manchester United 1 point behind us now on 79. Liverpool 3 points behind us on 77. They beat Bournemouth by 2-0. And as we know, that's all that's really of any interest now. So we really do need just to keep plodding on. We've got 2 games left, a game against Brighton and Arsenal to finish off our season. Can we manage to get ourselves through those games and secure that second place. That's what we're hoping for. Right, Bayern Munich then will be the first up in the next episode. That's going to be followed by either Brighton or Arsenal. I'm don't quite sure how we're going to do it, to be fair. I think probably it will be Brighton, and then we'll see. And then maybe the highlights of Arsenal if we don't manage to secure that second place in that particular game. We will see. Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this particular series, and of course any new series as we release them here on the channel. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, then follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 19, and it's out on Friday. Until then, it's a very goodbye.